Hey there traders, T-Wolf Trader here with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to create a golden crossover scanner inside of the Thinkorswim app. If you haven't created any scans in the Thinkorswim app before, then this is an ideal video for you, because this is going to go over the basics. So where you'd want to start off when creating a scanner is to define the price of stocks that you're interested in looking for. To do that, if you don't already have it here, you can go up to Add Filter for Stock, click on the drop down menu, find the last. This is the last price the stock was sold at, and you can define your lower limit. For a multi-day swing such as a golden crossover strategy, $25 is a good lower limit. On the upper end, based on your account size, you can decide what you want to use, but for me, I'm going to put 150 as the highest trading commodity. Then you also want to make sure that the stock is liquid enough for you to move in and out of easily. So I'm going to add another filter for stock, go down to volume, and set a lower limit for that. So I'm going to set it to 250,000. And then your upper limit can be whatever you want it to be. Then there's going to be one more filter for the stock we want to include, which is going to be a measure of its volatility. Now volatility is where the money is. You want to make sure the stock has up and down swings such that you can actually profit from buying high and selling low. So I'm going to add filter for stock, click on the drop down menu, find the beta value, and set a lower limit of 1. If you're not familiar with the beta value, it's simply a ratio of the volatility in the commodity to that of the overall market. So a ratio of 1 means that the stock is at least as volatile as the market. I wouldn't trade anything less than 1 because you don't have enough volatility to create substantial profits. And then, so now that you have your stock filters, these are going to be the 3 filters you need for almost any scan. Then you can start going to what are called your study filters. Now your study filters allow you to narrow down the types of chart patterns you're interested in. For the golden crossover strategy, there's actually 2 ways to code it inside of the Thinkorswim app. The first is using a built-in study. So I'm going to add study filter, and in this drop-down menu, I'm going to click that, go to crossovers, go to simple moving average, which is, the moving average crossover, and here you'll see it gives you 2 periods, one for your fast moving average, which I'm going to set to 50 for a golden crossover, and your slow moving period, which I'm going to set to 200. This is gonna find me any stocks which have crossed, which their 50-day moving average has crossed above their 200-day moving average today. So I click scan, and we see that BCEI shows up. Okay. So then, in order to use this tool more effectively, it's best to save it. I'm going to save it as golden crossover. Save. OK. And on the left-hand side, you should see your watch list. If you don't already have this tool, you can click on the plus sign at the bottom, go to Watchlist, and add it. Now when you add it, it'll be populated with some ticker symbols, but to change this to show the results of a scan, you click on the middle column, down to Personal, and then click on the name of your scan that you've created. We created the golden crossover, so I'm going to click that, and voila, the results of the golden crossover scan show up there. Then I can go over to charts, I can click my ticker symbol, drag it into the chart pane, and it'll plot my stock. Here we see the stock price moving with the moving averages. If you don't already have the moving averages, you can add them by going up to this little beaker in the middle. Let's pretend I didn't have these. Going to the search bar and typing in simple. Click on simple moving average twice because we want to add 1 for each period. You can go to the gear icon to change the length. I'm going to set it to 50 for the blue one. the color signified down here. And I'm going to set the other one to 200. And change its color to red so that I can distinguish between the two moving averages. Click apply and OK. And they should be plotted on your scan or on your chart. And here we can see that indeed the 50 crossed above the 200 today. So now let's say I didn't time the market right and I didn't exactly scan for my crossover today, but I wanted to check if any stocks had crossed over in the last 2 to 3 days. There's actually a way to do that. So if you go back to your scan, you can delete the moving average crossover strategy, go back to add study filter, on the drop down menu for go to custom, and here we're going to get a little technical and we're going to actually delete this study, add condition in the bottom left. In this drop down menu, click study and then type in simple to find the simple moving average. And we want to find when the simple moving average, the 50 simple moving average, is greater than the 200 moving average. And make sure to change the period of both. Boom. So if you click OK, you will see here that that condition of the 50-day simple moving average being greater than the 200-day moving average is added. We're going to add the same condition again, except instead of saying greater than, I want to say it's less than. And I'll explain why in a second. So I've added it. So I have two conditions. One, that the 50 is greater than the 200, and the other one, 50 less than the 200. And then you're thinking, well, T-Wolf, that doesn't make sense. You can't have that. However, you can if you go over to this ThinkScript editor. This will show you your conditions typed out. So it's exactly what the condition wizard showed, except in a block of text. And at the end of the text, I want you to add within 5 bars. Now what this does is it scans for when the 50 is less than the 200 within 5 candlesticks. And so the candlesticks will be determined by the time frame you select. So since this is on the daily, we're looking back within 5 bars. So what this is saying is we want to find a scan where the 50 is greater than the 200 today, and the 50 is less than the 200 within 5 days. So if you click OK, you'll see that custom scan right there. And then if we scan, we'll see we'll see 3 more tickers pop up: BNFT, ALSN, and HEDJ. You can go ahead and save this scan, golden crossover, overwrite it, and you'll see it populate your watch list. Then go back to your charts, and again click it and drag them onto your charts. And you'll see the 50 crossing over the 200 for BNFT within the last 5 days. Click and drag ALSN in. You can see that crossover happen. So this is for those traders that aren't scanning the market every single night, but let's say you want to scan the market on Friday to prepare for the next week. You can see any golden crossovers that happened in that week. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Hope you learned something. I look forward to your comments, and if you found this video helpful, feel free to subscribe, keep in touch. I like to interact with you guys and provide you guys what you need, so let me know. Talk to you soon.